Hello friends, welcome back to Abroad Dreams. Today's video is about Canada immigration and the impact of coronavirus on express entry. Do watch till the end if you want to know all about travel restrictions in Canada. Also please subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet, as I will be posting videos regularly. So without wasting more time, let's begin. As you all know, coronavirus or COVID-19 is widespread right now. So to protect Canadians from the outbreak of COVID-19, on March 16, 2020, the Prime Minister Justin Trudeau had announced travel restrictions that limited travel to Canada. Most people cannot travel to Canada even if they have a valid visitor visa or electronic travel authorization (ETA). These restrictions stop all non-essential travel to Canada by foreign nationals. But there are some exemptions now. These restrictions took effect on March 18, 2020 and will end on June 30, 2020 at noon EDT. Under current circumstances, the following persons are allowed to travel and enter Canada: Canadian citizen, Canadian PR, permanent residents, protected persons, person registered under Canada's Indian Act, foreign national who is exempt from the travel restrictions, US citizen or foreign national traveling from the US for an essential reason, person whose work is essential for the movement of goods and people. As per advisory issued earlier, only persons for essential purpose are allowed to travel. Later on, some exemptions were made to the travel restrictions which allows following persons to travel as well: few international students, temporary foreign workers, few approved permanent residents, immediate family members of a Canadian citizen or PR. Immediate family members include spouse or common law partner, dependent child of a dependent child, parent or step parent, guardian or tutor. Effective March 18, 2020, only 4 Canadian airports will be open to international travel: Toronto Pearson International Airport, Montreal Pierre Trudeau International Airport, Calgary International Airport, and Vancouver International Airport. You may expect some delays in processing times as major services are disrupted all around the globe, and IRCC is no exception. So these were the earlier travel restrictions imposed by Canadian government. So let's find out what are the latest exemptions to these travel restrictions and what precautions need to be taken if you are traveling to Canada. The most acknowledged change is temporary foreign workers, some international students, and approved PRs who haven't yet landed are now able to enter Canada. The above travel restriction relaxations are now in place and totally applicable if you fall under such category. Before boarding the flight, you need to pass a health check conducted by airlines. If you are passed, then only you are allowed to board your flight. If you show any symptoms of COVID-19, you will not be allowed to enter Canada by air. After landing in Canada and before leaving the port of entry, your health will be assessed again. As a precautionary measure, it is mandatory that you isolate yourself for 14 days even if there are no symptoms. Only people providing essential services and truck drivers are exempted from the above isolation requirements. Exemptions for approved PR applicants. If your application of PR is approved on or before March 18, 2020 and you are yet to travel, then you are exempted from travel restrictions imposed earlier. In person, PR landing appointments are cancelled until April 30, 2020. All landing appointments will be done by telephone or will be rescheduled. You can use web form to update your contact information. If your approved PR application is expiring and you can't travel, you can inform IRCC using the same web form facility by giving reason as why you can't travel right now. Use the same web form facility when you are able to travel so that IRCC can provide further instructions. Exemptions for applications which are under process. No application for permanent or temporary residence in progress will be closed or refused because of documents missing due to COVID-19. Temporary resident applications include visitor visas, work permits, and study permits. As per IRCC, some steps you won't be able to complete, like submitting passports, submitting supporting documents like PCC, completing medical exam, etc. as most service centers are closed due to coronavirus. So you will be given automatically 90 days to complete these steps. Once you are in a condition to complete the steps, do it ASAP so that delays could be avoided. Exemptions for candidates about to apply for PR. Candidates who were thinking to apply for PR of Canada or who were just about to apply but couldn't apply due to the coronavirus or this COVID, there is a good news for you. Yes, you are still able to apply. As mentioned earlier, IRCC will not reject your application. If some documents are missing due to coronavirus pandemic, you can still submit your application, but do attach a LOE, a letter of explanation, mentioning your reasons of why documents are missing. Once the documents are available, they can be submitted. For withdrawing application, if you want to withdraw your permanent residence application due to travel restrictions in your country, you need to inform through web form. Refund will be given if application is withdrawn within 24 hours of submitting it or the processing is not started by IRCC. Impact of COVID-19 on biometrics. According to IRCC, the biometrics deadline is also extended to 90 days. Even if your biometrics instruction letter BIL says you must complete biometrics in 30 days, you are automatically given 90 days. No need to contact them or get a new BIL. Service Canada has also temporarily stopped collecting biometrics to keep everyone safe. All biometrics appointments have been cancelled. Biometrics appointments need to be rescheduled when Service Canada locations are open. You can follow the below link to check when biometrics collection will start. I will be providing the same link in description as well. Impact of coronavirus on IELTS and ECA. As you already might be knowing that IRCC has two officially designated language tests that they accept for immigration purposes. The first one is IELTS General Test and the second being SINP. In locations where it is permitted and safe to do, IELTS testing is going ahead, but with additional precautions for test takers and staff. Most of the IELTS test centers around the world are currently suspended till April 15, 2020. For your specific test center information, you can check the below link. I will be sharing the link in the description as well. There are 7 organizations who do ECA for immigration to Canada. The most popular being WES, World Education Services. WES has shut operations temporarily till further notice. All applicants whose documents reached WES Toronto and New York locations after March 10, 2020 can expect delays, though they will continue to process documents already in process. Exemptions for temporary residents who are unable to leave Canada. The first one are for those foreign nationals whose status has not yet expired. Foreign nationals, including visitors, work or student permit holders, can apply online to extend their stay in Canada. Work or study permit holders who are no longer working or studying can apply to change their status to visitor, provided the work or study permit has not expired. Work or study permit holders may also be able to extend their existing permits if eligible. They should include a note in their applications stating the current circumstances of coronavirus. Foreign nationals whose status expired within 90 days. Foreign nationals, including visitors, work or study permit holders, can apply to restore their status. Foreign nationals must select Restore My Status on the form and include a note explaining the reason for extending their stay. They must also pay a restoration fee. If their status is restored, they will receive a visitor record or permit extending their status until a specific date. Foreign nationals whose status expired more than 90 days ago. Foreign nationals may be eligible for a temporary resident permit, giving them legal status in Canada. They should include a note while submitting application explaining the reason for extending their stay. So this update came recently when I was creating this video, and it was a relevant update, so I thought of including it in this one. So here it is. So there's a recent update on April 7, 2020 from IRCC for international students. So if you are an international student who has a valid study permit or were approved for a study permit on or before March 18, 2020, you are exempt from the travel restrictions. The other previous restrictions like health check before and after landing, isolation for 14 days, etc. remain intact for international students as well. If your in-class courses are being moved to an online only format because of COVID-19, your eligibility for the PGWP Post-Graduation Work Permit program won't be affected. This includes students who have a study permit or who have been approved for a study permit for a program starting in May or June, but who are unable to travel to Canada at this time due to travel restrictions. They may begin their classes while outside Canada and may complete up to 50% of their program while outside Canada if they cannot travel to Canada sooner. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you like this one. Don't forget to like and subscribe the channel Abroad Dreams. For more videos, press the bell icon so that you could receive notifications for my upcoming videos as well. Thank you. Stay home, stay safe.